Hello everyone and welcome back to this video. I apologize for not posting any other long form videos this week. I actually had my grandfather passing away in Germany. As you guys know, I live in LA. He lives in Germany and I got to see him a couple of months ago. I actually got to FaceTime him last week. But yeah, my granddad passed away and of course that took me out a lot. But I was thinking about him a lot today. I was thinking about him earlier and I decided to make this video about a lot of things that my grandfather actually taught me about my eating disorder and about recovery. So my granddad and I were always super close. I spent a lot of time with him throughout my whole life. My mom was a single mom, so once I was in an age where I was going to school, he took care of me after school. He would quote-unquote babysit me, and I have a lot of memories with him, a lot of food that we cooked together, a lot of things that we did, a lot of, going for walks and all that kind of stuff. And all the memories I have are actually pretty heartwarming and very, very important to me. When I became sick, I was 17 years old, but I became visibly sick. I was actually 18 years old. That was when I lost a bunch of weight and when my appearance started to change a lot in a very short amount of time. And even though my grandfather often didn't really know what to say, he still found the right words. Like, he never judged me for my appearance, and even though he started to make me eat sometimes, it came from a place of love. And other than other people, he never pressured me. He always gave me the feeling of being loved, of being still his granddaughter. And he talked to me about so many things, about my studies, about my writing, about my books, about my fashion label, about all the things without reducing me just to my looks or to my eating disorder. And I think I never really realized how helpful that was to me until now, until I started to think about him and to think about it even more. And he never judged me. He didn't judge me when I moved to New York, and he didn't judge me when I came back because my mental health was going down, and he didn't judge me when I moved to LA. He actually supported me. He always wanted to know everything. Whenever I was in Germany or whenever I got the chance via FaceTime, I would show him pictures, I would show him stuff. He was more than happy when I told him about my boyfriend, because even though I've been dating throughout the years of my eating disorder, I never met anyone that was so important to me and important enough to tell my family about it. So when I told my grandfather about my now boyfriend, I could just really see how happy he was. And he was asking about him a lot. And so when I actually first started recovery and my appearance really started to change a lot because I put on a lot of weight in a very short amount of time, my granddad never made any rude comments. My granddad never made me feel bad about my appearance, bad about myself. If anything, he would say that I look a little bit more alive or stuff like this. He was 93 years old when he passed away, so he clearly came from, a very different time. He had a lot of memories out of World War II, and he's been through a lot himself, but he had a very loving heart. And so even though a lot of things were very hard for him to understand, because again, he came from a time where food was a scarcity and where it was hard for people to understand why somebody wouldn't really eat, he always found the right words. So when my appearance changed, he actually always pointed out the positive things. So even though I was concentrating on all the negatives, on like certain parts of my body that had changed, and on how much discomfort I actually felt in my new body, he would always just point out the positives and make me feel a little bit better about myself. And I'm honestly so glad that he could see me heal and that he got to see me in a healthier state. The last time I talked to him, he would actually say what a beautiful woman I was and how much life I have back in my eyes and how much he loves to see me smile again. So as heartbreaking as it is for me to lose this person, being reminded of all the love and of all the positive things he said to me and he has done for me is truly the biggest gift ever. And I guess I made this video to let you guys know that your loved ones care about you as a person so much more than they care about your weight, your appearance. And we often forget that our appearance might change for the negative for us because we have standards for ourselves, but it might actually be a positive change for the people around us. It might be a positive change to see you eating again, to see life coming back to your eyes again, to see you smile again. So we're so caught up with our eating disorders, we're so caught up with our bodies, with numbers and everything that comes to it, that we sometimes forget how much more spending time with our loved one gives us. How much important it is to genuinely have connections in your life, to have people who love you, to have people you love, because no one who ever truly loves you gives a shit about your weight. And I know it's not that easy. I had a lot of people telling me that when I was in the depth of my eating disorders, and I never wanted to hear that because it made me feel guilty, because I recognized it, I knew it, but I still didn't really have the power, or I thought I didn't have the power to change it, when I was just afraid and I was just listening to my eating disorder way too much. So I'm not saying this to make you feel bad or guilty, but I'm saying this to remind you of how important you might be for other people and how different other people might see you. It's hard to see yourself with the eyes of somebody who truly loves you, but sometimes just trying this can be very helpful. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for being with me. I promise to put out more videos soon. And as always, I appreciate and love you guys. I will see you in the next one. And to my granddad, I love you.